Is back. Shop for Pop is back. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Shop for a Pop, the first episode of the new year 2021. I know it's been a little while since we've it's been a while since I've technically filmed one of these. It hasn't been that long since the last one went out, because the last one that I uploaded of Shop for a Pop went out, I think, sometime in December, but it was actually filmed sometime, I think, in August, if that makes any sense. So it's been a little while since I've recorded one of these, and I'm excited to show you guys everything that I've got. But before we get started, make sure you guys support the channel by leaving a thumbs up down below. It definitely does help out a lot. And comment down below once we're finished with all this. Let me know what your favorite thing out of this entire haul is. So let me know if you see anything that you think looks cool, and if you aren't already, please subscribe to the rest of the YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media. Check out the merch store, all that jazz. With all that out of the way, in the time that I have not been recording any Shop for a Pop videos, I have definitely gathered up a lot of cool stuff. We've got Funko Pops, we've got wrestling figures, and we've got a couple other cool things included. So I'm excited to just hop right into it here. So I'm not sure where to start off first. I think we're going to start off with this stuff. So for those of you that don't know, I have a little bit of a Simpsons action figure collection going, and recently I picked up two brand new additions. We have one of the bullies. I'm not sure what his name is. It Curly? I think it might be Curly, which actually is kind of weird considering he is bald. But yeah, we have Curly. He came with all of his accessories. They're just sitting up on the shelf. And then I've got Professor Frink. He came with all of his accessories too. I'm just displaying him only with the helmet on his head, but it does look very nice. Professor Frink is one of my favorite characters from The Simpsons, or I guess secondary characters from The Simpsons. Very funny. Love his voice. So I'm glad to have those in the collection as well. Let's see. Moving on here, we have this very awesome Joker figure based off the Batman animated series Joker. I really wanted this, and seeing it online, it was going for like $60. I picked it up for like $20. It was loose, meaning it wasn't in its packaging at all, but hey, that was still pretty great. Has a lot of flexibility, as you can see, but obviously I just display these. But yeah, really awesome to have this. I don't think it came with all of the accessories. I'm pretty sure it just came with like a different pair of hands, but still looks really, really great. I'm really happy that I was able to pick that up, and it's definitely going on my comic book shelf along with my previous DC multiverse figures that you guys have probably seen me open up on episodes of Shop for a Pop before. Let's do these two together. So, also, as you guys may know, I have a big Toy Story collection. It's actually right behind my camera now, where I've set up the big shelf of it. And recently, while I was on a trip to Myers doing some Christmas shopping, I picked up some things for myself. Two of them being these figures that I actually wanted for my Toy Story collection, and it is the Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. Now, I already had technically a Mr. Potato Head, but I like these ones better just because the movie accuracy, you know, it has the right nose, right mouth, right mustache for the Mr. Potato Head, and obviously if you're going to have Mr. Potato Head, you got to have Mrs. Potato Head. I think they were like $9 each, so I felt like it wasn't really that big of a price, insane price to get. I know there are a lot of other like movie accurate Mr. Potato Heads that go for a lot more, ones that talk, but I was very happy to have those ones. I think they look really, really great, and they're probably one of my favorite things to have now in my Toy Story collection. The only thing that would make me happier to have in my Toy Story collection would probably be a Wheezy, the little penguin with the microphone that sings in Toy Story 2. I would love to have a figure of that guy. But yeah, I'm really happy to have those. Let's move on to some actual pops here. So let's stick with Mr. Potato Heads. I picked up the Mr. Potato Head Retro Toys Funko Pop. Obviously it doesn't look like the Mr. Potato Head from Toy Story, but I thought it looked really nice. I saw it at Target. I got it actually on sale. I think I got it for like $6. I think I had like a promo code or something like that, so very cool to pick that up. Let's see. Oh, this is something that I actually picked up. This was only $3. This was me going to one of my local toy shops downtown called Big Fun Columbus, and they have this bucket of Funko Pops that are like really, really cheap. They're all out of the packaging, they're all out of the boxes, they're all really cheap. I picked up the Demogorgon from Stranger Things, and it was only $3. $3 for this awesome Funko Pop. Love the detail on it. Looks great. It was funny. I was actually trying to look for the sticker for it, and I was like looking all over on his feet, on his back. The sticker was inside of his mouth. I just didn't notice it. But yeah, it looks really, really great. A big fan of Stranger Things. Can't wait for the next season to come out whenever. But yeah, really happy to have the Demogorgon in my collection. Let's see, I picked this one up. This is a breast cancer awareness Harley Quinn. This is actually going to go with my DC Bombshells Joker that I picked up. He's like in a pink suit, so now I have the pink suited Harley Quinn to go with that. It looks really cool. Always happy to support the cause of breast cancer awareness. I've lost some family members to it, so really great to pick that up and end up donating money through that. And have Pop in my collection as well. Let's do this one. This one is Metallica Lady Justice. This is from one of their album covers, Justice for All. I have had my eye on this Funko Pop for a long time. I'm a big fan of Metallica, love a lot of their music, which a lot of people are very surprised to hear whenever I mention it, just because like I seem like such like a calm, nice guy, you know. They wouldn't really expect me to listen to Metallica, but I really do like it. And this pop looks really, really good, displaying the album cover of Lady Justice. So I was very happy to also run into this at Big Fun. So I picked this up. I think it was only like $15, which is I would say is a really good price. And as soon as I saw it, I immediately thought, I'm picking that up. No doubt am I missing out on that. Moving on, we have this. This is actually going to go right here on my gamer shelf next to my Ellie Funko Pop. It is obviously Joel from The Last of Us. He looks great. He's got the shotgun, he's got the watch, he's even got his little mask here, and the book bag looks great. Now I have Ellie and Joel. Hopefully I can get... They just announced that they're doing a Last of Us Funko Pop of the clicker. I will definitely pre-order that one. Hopefully we get a younger Ellie too, so that way it goes with this Joel. But yeah, this is going to sit right up here next to my Ellie in future videos, so keep an eye out for that pair always being together in that, and keep an eye out for when I eventually pick up the clicker Funko Pop in the future. Let's see. Ooh, these ones are going to be... These are... I'm kind of grouping all these together because a lot of them actually are kind of the same thing. So this is the Alien Remix Buzz Lightyear kind of Ushi? What would you call these? I don't know. It's some kind of Alien Remix product. This is Buzz Lightyear. This is number one. This is kind of one of the rarest ones. I saw this at Target one day. I thought it looked really cool, so I decided to pick that up. Looks really nice. I'm going to keep it in the packaging just because I like the spaceship design, so I think it looks really cool like that. But while I was also at Target, that's not the only Buzz Lightyear alien I picked up, because I picked up the Target exclusive glow-in-the-dark Alien Remix Buzz Lightyear Funko Pop, and this actually came in a box with a glow-in-the-dark shirt. The shirt is back with my other shirts, so I can't really show it off, but it is a really cool shirt. Love this. The glow-in-the-dark effect works really, really well on this. I've tested it out before, and it glows for a long time. Very bright. It looks really, really cool in the dark lights in my room. Let's do this one. What better way to follow up Buzz Lightyear than with his father, Zerg? This is one that I was very excited to have, because Zerg is another one of my favorite secondary characters of Toy Story, one of my favorite inclusions in Toy Story 2, and I love going back and rethinking the moment where he says, "I am your father," because I wasn't really a big Star Wars fan at the time when I first heard that, so I didn't really know the reference. But now I'm really glad that I have this Alien Remix Funko Pop, because it means I have something of Zerg in here, because obviously the original Zerg Funko Pops go for a lot of money nowadays, so who knows, maybe we'll get a new Zerg Funko Pop in the future, but for now, I'm really happy to have this. He looks so cool. I love the detail, love the horns. It just all looks great. I'm a big fan of the Alien Remix line, and apparently my mom thought the same way, because for Christmas she was at the store and she sent me a picture of like their big Funko Pop shelf, and she asked me which ones I would like for Christmas. So I pointed out two that I thought looked really nice. So this one is another one of the Alien Remix ones. This one is the flocked Target exclusive Doug. Now, this wasn't really one that I was like going crazy thinking like, oh, I've got to have this one. I just texted her like, oh, this one looks cute, so obviously she got it for me. It looks really nice. I love the flocked. I only have like a few flocked Funko Pops. Actually, I think I only have one. I have a flocked Bullseye Funko Pop. So, hey, that's a second one to go into the flocked collection, and it is also Toy Story themed, so that looks really awesome. Really love that. Can't wait to take it out of the packaging and put it up against the other Alien Remix Pops. Who knows? Depending on what other stuff comes out in the future, I'll probably pick up a couple more. Maybe I'll pick up the Dory one. I'm a big fan of like Dory, Finding Nemo, stuff like that. And then the second Funko Pop that she picked me up was Cyborg Spider-Man. I thought this one looked awesome, looks great. Love me some Spider-Man. I've got tons of other Spider-Man Funko Pops on my shelf, so this is definitely going to be another awesome inclusion to that. Definitely going to go front and center, and it's going to look great when I take it out of the packaging. What we're going to move on to next are my wrestling figures. As you can see, I have a shelf down here full of wrestling figures. I've actually reorganized this entire shelf thing of Funko Pops, kind of moving them around a little bit. But I've done pretty well for wrestling figures as well. We're going to start off with this one. This is one of my favorite female wrestlers right now, Miam. She got her Basic Series figure. I think it looks really good. I would say the head sculpt isn't 100% accurate, but you know, it is the first time doing it, so obviously there might be a little bit of an error, but I still think it turned out really great. Happy to have this one in the collection. Thankfully it's not her Retribution attire, just because I think that whole gimmick is just very, very stupid. But we won't talk about that anymore. Let's stick with basics, and we're going to go on to this one. This is Firefly Funhouse Bray. But recently I have used some clay, and I don't know if by the time this video goes out, if that video will have gone out, but I used some clay and I made the Firefly Funhouse, I guess, Fiend mallet. It's actually very top heavy. So this is out of hardened clay, and I've painted and designed it to make it look like the one that he uses on WWE TV. So I think it turned out really, really great. I just wanted a little accessory for my Firefly Funhouse Bray, which dare I say, the Basic Series Bray Wyatt looks a lot better than the Ultimate edition that they sell on Ringside Collectibles. I don't know why. I just think this one looks a lot better. Maybe it has something to do with, like, because on the Ultimate one, on the sweater, there's, like, an imprint of his belly button. On this one, there's not. So you just don't normally see, when someone's wearing a sweater, you don't see the outline of their belly button. So maybe that's why it just doesn't look realistic to me. I don't know. But following on from Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt, what better way to follow that up than the Fiend Bray Wyatt? This is the Ultimate Edition Fiend with interchangeable head, interchangeable hands, comes with the jacket, and comes with the Fiend Championship. This is the best way that I love to display him, with like the hurt hand up to his head, one hand holding the championship. It looks great, and I have the Firefly Funhouse Bray standing next to him, so they're a great combo to have side by side just like that. I'm scouring the internet trying to look for the Fiend's lantern. Obviously, the Ultimate Edition came with the championship and not the lantern. I would like to have the lantern as well as another accessory, so I am on the lookout to see if someone's selling one of those for super cheap, like by itself, so I'll keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I love the Fiend action figure. Like, I don't think I mentioned it right now, but I mentioned it in a video where I talked about some of the upcoming wrestling figures, but I think the Fiend Ultimate figure looks much better than his Elite figure that came out recently as well. But, you know, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about that. So these last three figures are actually ones that are going into a wrestling figure collection that I have, which is Ohio wrestlers. Obviously, I'm from the state of Ohio, so I thought it'd be a fun thing to do to collect a bunch of wrestling figures of wrestlers that are from Columbus, Ohio, and any other place in Ohio. So one of those people being the Macho Man Randy Savage. I picked this up, obviously, at Big Fun Columbus, and it looks great. I picked up this one specifically just because it's got the red and the yellow. Kind of reminds me of like his old Slim Jim commercial, so I thought that looked really great. And it comes with like this rib tape around, which comes off, but I'd rather display it with him just because it's his accessory. It comes with removable glasses and hats, but I have the stuff on there just because it looks nice. But yeah, he's from Ohio, so I was really happy to add this one to the collection. Looks really great, in great condition, really great price for it as well, considering how sought after old figures like this are, so I'm really happy to have that in the collection. This next one, this man is from Cincinnati, Ohio. This is Dean Ambrose, and this is Shield Dean Ambrose. So I was on the lookout for a post-Shield Dean Ambrose, where he's wearing like the white tank top and the jeans and stuff like that, but I figured I would start out with the Shield Dean Ambrose just because that's kind of the way that he started out on WWE TV as part of the Shield. So I think this looks really, really great. The head sculpt looks great on it. Like I said, still on the lookout for post-Shield Dean Ambrose, but I do have post-Shield Dean Ambrose. Therefore, I mean the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley. This is my first ever AEW Unrivaled figure, and I skipped Wave 1 just because, you know, to be honest, I didn't really care to have any of those ones in my collection right away. I probably will eventually end up collecting those at some point, but if I was going to collect any of them first, it was going to be the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley, just because, obviously, he's from Ohio, but also, you know, this is one of the very few occasions where I think it's actually better to get the original one rather than the Chase version, because the Chase version of Jon Moxley comes with him in an Inner Circle t-shirt with like 2 bottles of bubbly, but the original one, this one, comes with the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. The Chase version doesn't have that, which kind of sucks for the people that ordered the Chase, but then again, it is the Chase, so it's a lot cooler to some people. But I like having this version because I love having the AEW World Championship. I obviously love to display my wrestling figures in the front here with their championship or just with any kind of cool accessory. So I'm definitely going to be having Jon Moxley front and center, the leader of the Ohio Wrestlers collection so far. He looks amazing. The head sculpt looks great. The championship shines so beautifully, and it's got the autograph thing on the back. Looks amazing with him celebrating winning the championship from Revolution at the beginning of this year, which is still crazy to think that a pay-per-view with fans actually happened this year. But yeah, it looks great. It looks awesome, and I'm really, really happy to have it in my collection. And I'm really happy to have, look at this, look at all this stuff. Bam! Look at all that stuff. And then there's my Toy Story collection right there next to my light. But yeah, all this stuff, it was really awesome. Obviously, I didn't get this all at once. This was collected over a few months since the last time I recorded a video. But hey, it is a really great start to the year. A lot of really great stuff. I know usually at the end I do top pop prizes for like what the coolest thing is out of this entire collection of stuff that I've gotten, but there's just so much cool stuff here that I honestly cannot give an award. I don't know, I might do away with the awards. Let me know what you guys thought was the coolest thing in the comments, but there's just a lot of really cool stuff here, and I'm very excited to see what stuff we end up finding for future episodes of Shop for a Pop here in the year of 2021.